Folks, I'm going to show you a city on Mars. This picture is a picture that they bring out every time they want to talk about one of their accomplishments on Mars. I think the last time it was all about a possible discovery of a possible microbial life. and there's also a possibility of water under the ground. So there's all kinds of possibilities there. I don't know if those are really discoveries or what they are. They're just a bunch of mishmash, if you ask me. So this is a very large panoramic. This is 1/4 of the entire panoramic. It goes all the way from left to right. And unfortunately, I can't find the rest of it. I did see it once, and I've been looking for it since. The area that we're going to look at here is over by this hill. It's the only hill in the whole area. It looks really flat everywhere else up until the mountains. And we're not really looking at the what's in front of the hill. We're looking at what's behind the hill on the other side and on top of the hill. And there's some structures up there that, to me, they look kind of like machines. I don't know. They don't look like they're permanent. But in the distance there on the right, you can see a row of buildings. You can almost see the windows. I don't think those are windows, but you can see a pattern across the front of them. And when NASA messed up this image, when they did their usual magic, they really slathered on the melted chocolate ice cream. It's so thick, it's really hard to get through. But they didn't touch anything in the background. I don't think anyone thought that they would be... I don't think they thought we'd be looking. I put those two dots on there to show you a row of buildings from one end to the other. It's right in the middle of the screen. It's kind of a large building. It's the beginning of a row. It goes all the way back, and it's actually the leading edge of a development, I guess we'll call it, because the rest of the buildings to the right are all the same size. Can you see that row of buildings going down to the left there from about the 9 o'clock position? If you could think about how many buildings that is, and there's just millions and millions and millions of people living there. Here's a good shot of the negative and a filtered version of the buildings in the background. I think these are the tallest buildings in the area. As far as I can tell, they're the only ones that stick up. And I'm not talking about the ones on the top of this hill right here, although these are prominent and large, but they're a lot closer to us too. So, yeah, there's a lot of buildings back there. Maybe that's where city government is at, because all the other buildings look pretty much the same. And if you're going to have a big city like that, you need a public utility department, and this is it right here. And this is a very industrial area right here. And it's my opinion that they are pumping water out of the ground and piping it over to the city. I mean, after all, there's a possible ocean under the ground there, and they have to have water. And with all this stuff here, I mean, I'm seeing I haven't yet been able to get through this stuff, but there are some really anomalous items here to take a closer look at. There's a building there, a big pipe coming out of it, and pipes going up the sides. There's this little thing here that looks like some kind of a craft that's attached and sitting on a pedestal. Looks like it can detach. And this thing here is probably the most anomalous of all. I mean, what the heck is that? I mean, what is that? It looks like something that you would, pump water through or something. It's sitting on a big platform. I mean, seriously, what the heck is that? That is strange. And speaking of pump, this kind of looks like a pump to me. I don't know if it is or not, but it goes up and it attaches to some other buildings where other pipes come out of it. It seems like a pump. And then I colored some of the buildings in the middle there for you to look at. I imagine we'll be coming back here again. Thanks for watching, folks.